Key, what's up, man?
What's good? What's
Welcome to
good?
the Spotlight.
Appreciate you.
Word,
Appreciate
word. So today we got Key,
you. Yeah.
hip hop artist, founder, entrepreneur.
Yes, sir.
And I see we got a lot of your stuff around that we're gonna get into. But let's start from the beginning. Charlottesville, VA,
Yeah.
by way of
Where I'm from.
Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
434.
Elaborate on it.
That's where I'm from. That's where I was raised. I was born in Norfolk, Virginia, but I moved to Charlottesville when I was like 2 and stayed there till around like 5th grade. So that's like where the early stages of my, childhood was at. Where most of my family is at still. My grandma, my dad, a lot of friends. So that's home, pretty much. Yeah.
So let's tell us about Winston.
Winston. Winston, I ended up moving to Winston in like 8th grade. So after I left Charlottesville, we went to like the Cary, Raleigh area, North Carolina. So then around 8th grade, we moved to Winston. Winston was different for me. I had to adjust, because I ended up going to like not a private school, but like a magnet school where I had to wear like uniform and shit.
What school you went to?
Wiley. Yeah, I went to Wiley Middle School. So I went from like being in the Cary Raleigh area where I could just be me, be free, wear what I want, and then, switching to having to wear yellow, blue, white, black, gray, and khakis every day. It kind of like, it kind of depressed me, to be honest. Like, it just zapped a lot of my energy and my creativity out. But Winston overall, I grew to, appreciate it and appreciate what it's done for me, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I learned a lot about myself in Winston. So I done spent like maybe 12, 13 years, something like that in Winston. So
How you feel about the hip hop scene out there?
it's dope, it's growing. There's a lot of diversity. I feel like we still waiting on that one though, like that one that's really gonna take it there. We got a lot of people that's on the way up for sure, like on the come up. But we just waiting on that one that's really gonna represent the city on a major level,
Well, I mean, you released a dope album though.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Me personally, fan of it. A little backstory. Remember you when you was younger, 15. I seen you put it 16. You put it up, the cipher. So we got a history. We know that. You know what I'm saying? But getting into the Keeve album, and like I was like, I had it before you put it out.
Right, yeah,
I was like, bro, just send me something. Let me see what you're doing now.
Right.
And he was like, bro, this is what I got. So big fan of it. Plenty, the single.
Yeah.
And my personal favorite, Pocket Change. But let's go to Plenty and let's talk about that.
Plenty is like a revenge record. It's like a chip on your shoulder, coming back for everything you owe type of thing. That's kind of the story behind it. Just dealing with people that's doubted you, snaked you, crossed you, whatever. On this journey in the music industry and just in life in general, you meet a lot of people, you befriend a lot of people, and you get crossed by a lot of people. And I've got crossed by people, I considered close, and it just affected me. And that was just my way of just expressing that feeling, When people just hear the record, they just think it's some turn up shit, or they just think it's some quote unquote hard shit, which it is. It's hard, you feel me? But it's really a message in there. Like, it's like, I'm coming for this shit, and y'all should know that. Everybody that doubted, everybody that, played a role in this chip on my shoulder, And I try not to move with a negative energy. I want to lead with love and, lead with positive energy. But it's certain people that just gotta feel me before I go out,
Yeah. No, I like the fact that you went the single direction. Like, no, I'm gonna put this out front. I'm gonna put merchandise around this one record, and like really roll out your album the way you need to roll it out. A video, all of that stuff came out before you launched your album, so it was thought process. I like thought process. and putting out bodies of work.
Right, because I hadn't released a project since 2019. That was the Ashes project. And this was kind of like rebranding myself and reintroducing myself to the world. So I had to gain momentum all over again, you know, and get people's attention, get people's eyes on me. So that's why I dropped the Moonroof record probably like 7 months before I even did the Plenty record, you know, before I even dropped the video. I dropped the Moonroof video like first, like in 2020, something like that. Maybe like the beginning of 2020 or something, the end. But something like that. And then I wanted to drop another. I really wanted to drop all 3 videos before the project, drop the project, then drop another video like the week after the project, just smack them in the head. But being indie, you know, things don't always pan out exactly the way.
But you had a concept around Moonroof. You had a concept around every single thing that you did.
Yeah,
you was already testing the full package out. You had the rolling trays.
Yeah, we had the roller trays.
That was for Ashtray, or was that for Moonroof?
That was for Moonroof.
Okay, yeah, you had the rolling trays.
I had some moon pies too.
See?
I had some moon pies too. I wasn't selling them, but that was just marketing, like just getting them out there, you know. We had the moon pies, we had the rolling trays. What else did we do? I just did a lot of just pushing that shit, getting it on different platforms and stuff like.
That's what stood out to me. That's what stood out to me. Like I was like, oh man, everything is coming out with a complete package around it.
Right.
It was like I said, thought process. You stood out beyond the competition, so to say, or your peers.
Yeah, that was
with
the goal.
With that formula for this album.
That was most definitely the goal, because there's a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot of competition, but it's a lot of, the game is oversaturated, you know. So in order to stand out, you kind of got to take it to, it's not just about the music, you got to take it to the next level. You got to find a way to get people's attention and, you know, sell yourself, pretty much. You got to be the product at this point.
Right. So let's get into a more deeper song on the album. But I was listening to it this morning, Pocket Change, but I want to go back to Prayed Up, because you had the grandmother intro, Prayed Up, and then it led to Pocket Change. Pocket Change is my favorite song, but you talk about your grandmother in Pocket Change, not necessarily Prayed Up, but I like how you did that part of the, you know, of the album to have those songs lead up to. So let's talk about that part. Where was your mind at? Cause your phone was dead.
My phone was dead.
That's what you said, it Prayed Up.
Yeah, you caught that shit. Yeah, it was definitely dead when I was working on Prayed Up. I think I was just in one of those. I was almost done with the album. There was a lot going on in life, just like a lot of shit just piling on me at one time, and I was just feeling all of it. And I was alone in the studio. You feel me? So I was just venting, pretty much. I was venting, and I know my grandma always tell me, like, when it get hard, just stay prayed up, you know. God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. So that's like the mentality I try to keep in the low moments, you know.
And then followed up with Pocket Change, which is a story for every black youth, urban, you know, however you want to call it, you know what I mean? Really
anybody with a grandma, you know, because Pocket Change might not necessarily mean your grandma gave you, you know, a few dollars to go to the corner store in the hood. Your grandma could have gave you whatever, you know, to just make you feel good as her grandchild or whatever, you know. That's just really what that record is about, because I really appreciate my grandma. You know, she's done a lot for me. She still does. I ain't ashamed to admit it. And, you know, she just does a lot for people in general. That's who she is. And I just wanted to shine light on that, you know, give her flowers while she's still here. Yeah.
My grandma was the candy lady.
Word.
Shout out Bonnet.
Everybody need a candy lady in the hood, you feel me? I remember the days, for sure.
Word up.
Yeah.
Nah, this is dope, man. So, album, merch, performance.
Coffee, Wize Rise.
So we're gonna get to it.
You did.
So we're gonna get to it. So entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. What we got around us. what we have on the hangers over there. What do we have in the backdrop? Go ahead.
Well, on the hangers over here, we got the Plenty merch that's available right now on KeebOnline.com. We got red, yellow, Carolina blue, and black in right now. It's really just, bringing more awareness to the record, and at the same time, just stepping into the business itself and seeing like what all I can do and how I can do it, how I want to execute it, how I would market and promote merchandise. I'm really just trying shit out right now because I'm young. I got time, so I just don't really see no limits right now. So it's really, just trying everything right now. We got the Wize Rise behind us as well. That's my first coffee blend, medium roast. Check it out, you feel me? Recently did a partnership with Dope Coffee, based in Atlanta, and we've been working closely, just building the brand up, pushing the product. Things looking good, so we're gonna keep moving forward.
How is business being a new, or not to say new, entrepreneur, because as an artist you start off as an entrepreneur, period, because you got to get that CD out there,
right,
you got to get that record on streaming platforms, so you really got to be your own right out the gate. But with product and merchandise, how is business? What have you learned, and how has it been?
It's been dope. It's been dope overall. It's been more of a learning experience this past year. Just learning how everything goes. But traditionally, I'm an artist. Like, I'm a bedroom rapper. Traditionally, that's how I started off. I started off writing raps in my bedroom, recording in somebody's bedroom. So to transition from that comfort zone of bedroom rapper into businessman is like, it's a little bit of a challenge, but it's cool. I'm built for it, but it's a little bit of a challenge. And it's just, I think the biggest challenge is keeping the creative side alive and keeping, the fun in this shit, because I don't ever want things to get too serious. And that's with anything, whether it's the music, business, anything. Like, I feel like we should be enjoying whatever we're doing in life, Everything ain't gonna be perfect, but I feel like it should be an enjoyable experience if I decide to embark on anything. And it has been so far. We working and we building, Yeah.
Well, definitely a leader of your generation. A lot to come.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate you
sitting down with me. Coming down here to Atlanta. We're in Decatur right now.
Yeah. We ain't trying to get in no trouble. We in Decatur, not Atlanta.
But yeah, man, Keeb, I appreciate it. Thanks for pulling up to the spotlight, man. This was a special episode that I wanted to get out. We're wrapping it up this season, so I appreciate it. And everybody stay tuned, man. We're gonna be coming back with some more dope creatives, entrepreneurs, innovators, just all the above artists. So appreciate it, and we'll be back in maybe, well, I'll let y'all know when we'll be back. See you.
Peace. Yo, what's good? It's Keeb. I'm live at the Spotlight, Decatur, Georgia. Follow me on all platforms at Rakeeb Wize, RAKEEBWIZE. I provide the vibe every time. Let's get it.